Hi, my name is Shivam, and currently I'm a student of SPJIMR's GMP program. I'm going to ESB Reutlingen in Germany, and there I'll be gaining global exposure, and my plan is to get into the domain of strategy and consult.
My name is Jasmine Manvi. I am a fresher with a background in finance. Further, I'll be going to IÉSEG Paris, where I would like to venture out and see what's more.
My name is Milind Kamat. I have founded 2 startups in the EdTech domain, which were focused on skill development and career counseling. I am currently at SPJIMR and very excited to fly to Germany to ESB Business School.
My name is Milind Kamat. I am the Chairperson of SPJIMR GMP Programme. My previous background, I was close to 35 years with IT consulting, worked all over the world, primarily in United States and Europe. Prior to joining to SPJIMR, I was the CEO and Executive Vice President of a multinational called ETOS in France.
So do I need to learn German and French to be able to do well in these countries?
I think if you want to have a global career, knowing local culture is extremely important. Key lesson is that you need to know the local culture. And how do you know local culture? Principle number 1 is to know the language. Now, whether you can acquire that skill, absolutely yes. Okay, there are 3 ways we encourage students to learn that one. Number 1, in the preparatory term, we ask them to use online resources like Duolingo. Now, ChatGPT is helping. During 6 months, we have in class a interactive conversation based 8 credits for the language which will prepare you. Our partner school take disproportionate efforts when you land there to coach you to get involved in that particular culture via language. So answer is, there are lots of enablers. GMP will enable you to get involved in that culture.
And sir, how does our campus life in Mumbai differ from the campus life that we are going to witness?
We have a very diversified class here. We encourage you to stay on the campus so that you learn in a very diversified cultures. You may like some, you may not like some, but that is the life what you learn into that. Their international faculty interacts with you for 2 or 3 courses from respective schools. These are all enablers, makes you landing smooth. In addition to that, you are in constant touch with alumni, which is settled there. Perhaps this is the only program where in India you can connect to that alumni in real time.
Can a fresher apply, and is it beneficial for a fresher to go with this program?
Management skill is fundamental for running societies, economies, you name it, they are fundamental, right? And those skills will be in demand, whether AI or otherwise, okay? Because management is all about managing resources, right? So whether fresher or experience, what is the difference? You have seen, perhaps if you have a work-ex, you have seen how perhaps a business enterprise or a social enterprise works. So of course that experience matters. But if you are a fresher, you can start with marketing, procurement, supply chain, finance, and the opportunities there are much better than remaining with your graduation skills alone. Competence, what you have acquired during graduation, and this particular management skill, you became an outstanding professional at the end of the journey. And that's why SPJIMR took efforts to stitch GMP program with Masters in Management is abroad. This opportunity is not available in India from any management school.
So how does this course help you switch roles from what you previously were?
I am a BTech graduate and I was working as a software engineer. And I want to get into more managerial, more leadership roles in the corporate environment. And for that, I felt this is the right moment for me to do an MBA. I chose GMP because it gave me an opportunity to switch to a different geography, to a different country, and gain at the same time the managerial aspects also. So now I could gain perspectives of abroad and then get into leadership positions in corporate world.
GMP was giving me a jump, and I will not be limited by the geography of Germany as well. Over time, like our previous alumni, I might get a chance to go to other parts of the world and explore opportunities there. So I think this is how GMP will now help me pivot from a small city in India to a world full of opportunities globally.
SPJIMR GMP program is chosen by those who have a lot of courage and who are going into an uncertain, unknown territory. So my question to you is, for people like us who are getting into GMPR now prepping to go abroad, what should our mentality be like in order to excel in those environments?
What happens in MBA programs in India? People look at CTC and then apply. Okay, this is the only program there is no CTC linked. So what attitude you are displaying? Risk-taking attitude. You are saying you will change the country, correct? You will go to a country which you did not know earlier. You will forget your language and learn a new language, right? So these are the attributes for the people who are daring to, aspire to be a global leader. Unless you have a courage, I don't think, irrespective of the money, that you say, okay, I will go to Germany for this. It is not very easy. So all GMP students, courage is written on their resumes.
So do you know about any alumni who went abroad to GMP and what are they doing right now?
See, GMP program is running for last 14 years. So our alumni right now has started going to large high-level position. You can take Rahul Gupta. He is with World Bank today. He is a leading figure. We have another alumni from ESB. Earlier event, he has a startup in Germany. So right from the position in World Bank, many startups in Europe to startups in India in entrepreneurship, alumni is doing exceptionally.
We study approximately 54 credit course here, which is probably not good. All the subjects are not going to be used in our partner schools, but they still hold some relevance here. Why or how was this structure made?
So all over the world, there are differences in how graduation is looked at. There are a 3-year education, that is our commerce, science, liberal arts, that is one stream. There is 4-year education, that is engineering, and there is a pharma education which sometimes will over 5 years. All over the world, the undergrad part is 4 years, not 3 years. Okay, but all our GMP students 3 years even go to US with equivalence between what he have done in 3 years and this 6 months. So this 6 months, all the partner school agreement is treated as a full 1 year. 1 year to be recognized. If you see, we have students going to Stevens, students going to USC Marshall with 3-year graduation, and US 3-year graduation is not recognized. So how did they recognize in their system 4 years? It is 3 years of what they have done plus this 6 months equivalent of GMP, which is treated as 1 year. So that is number 1. Number 2, it is also recognized as a postgraduate. It is not graduate. So it will require certain level of rigor and certain level of scope of credits. That's why we have taken a 1-year credits, which is equivalent to PGDM of 54. So that all the partner school recognize as a 1-year MBA done. That's why the credits are transferred. Suppose if I make this program 30 credits, then it will go down as not a postgraduate program and you will not able to transfer credits. That was the rationale behind it. 54 is equivalent of that 1 year of most of the PGDMs in it.
All of these different kind of subjects are taught in other MBA programs. But with GMP, one specific thing that is focused on is research work. We are currently doing research and we understand it builds our understanding of a particular niche or a subject or a topic. But we are going to be working in a corporate environment. So how does this research work help us, or what's the importance of this research work? It's the corporate.
Leaders are expected to solve the problem. So after a lot of negotiation with the partner schools, we came to the conclusion that consulting is a very key skill. Now, within 6 months, can I go outside and do a consulting assignment? Because that time was not. So what is common between research and consulting? Both try to solve a very unstructured problem. So you get one competence called unstructured problem solving. Like see the simulated environments. Identified 5 papers. You got lost, but you learned how to solve that problem. Then we say, based on that, develop your research model. So if you go through that journey, you will see you have started learning unstructured problem where there is no pampering. All other course will have a structure, tutoring and assessment. But that has a limited scope in the real life world. This is the path which will do how to do consulting. So if you take this journey of research, any problem you have to know, you will have a structure how to approach. So to build those consulting skill, that is one part. The second part is most of these schools have undergraduate research exactly for the same. And you will compete in the international arena with those who in their undergrad has 30 ECTS of research. How do you compete? That's why we bridge with this particular course as well. That is the reason this research path has been.
And sir, in this current global scenario, with the advent of AI and the business and the world's landscape is changing too fast, what do you think are the key skills which are required in a management student or a management graduate? And how is GMP equipping us with those skills?
If you see what was the GMP program 3 years back and what we have done today, you will see number of credits have been changed in last 3 years. To start, because we constantly adjust. One of them you will find on digital, we have 3 courses around introduced. Number 1 was digital product management, which will learn. Digital technologies. We have also an AI/ML. You will also see business modeling, which is a part of digital visualization or UB. So what future skill students will require from MBAs is application of digital technologies. One of those technologies happens to be artificial intelligence, but I don't know whether that is the beginning or that is the milestone. So what our endeavor will be to expose you more and more to the digital technologies, and when you go to the partner schools, you choose based on which path you want to pivot. But over a period of time, I think the AI content will start increasing. We have started, courses, especially people going to US have 4 credits of AI. Perhaps that will get across now courses within coming 18 months. Because that skill will become an essential managerial skill, how to work with AI.